So recently I had somebody ask me if I could give an update to the Goldback. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Goldbacks before, but Goldbacks are one of my favorite things. It's actual precious metals in a transactional form. It's precious metals, gold, actually in this case, gold, that's been broken down in to a point where it can actually be used to buy things on a day-to-day basis. It's a fantastic opportunity. And today we're going to talk about what a Goldback is and an update from some of the things I've talked about before about Goldbacks. So if you haven't watched the last video I did on Goldbacks, go ahead and check it out up here. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you an overview here today. My name is Paris Clough, and this is Financial Self-Reliance. I absolutely love helping people manage, protect, and grow their money. And one of the best ways that I believe that you can store your values and store your money is in precious metals, gold and silver. I personally keep about 20% of my overall net worth in precious metals, physical gold and silver. And in this video, we're not going to talk about the bullion that I collect or the stacking that I do. We're going to talk about something that's actually pretty awesome, and it's called the Goldback. So again, what is a Goldback? A Goldback is transactionable gold. So it's gold that's been broken down into a smaller amount so that you can actually use it in a day-to-day transaction. For example, here's a 1 Goldback from the state of New Hampshire. 1 does not necessarily mean $1. It just means 1/1000th of an ounce of gold. And right now, if you were to calculate a 1/1000th of an ounce of gold, you'd probably see it around the range of $2 or something like that. Well, then there's a premium that you usually add on to that. The smaller the denomination of gold, the higher the premium usually is. But what makes Goldbacks different is their utility. What that means is their usability, what they can do on the open market. So 1 Goldback, even though the gold itself may only calculate down, if you were to, 1/1000th divided by the current price of an ounce of gold, et cetera, you probably get it down to about $2 or so like that. But right now, a 1 Goldback is worth $4 on the open market. So what's the difference? It's the utility. It's the usability of the Goldback. It's kind of the same concept as the stock market. The stock, when an IPO happens, when a company puts out their stock for the first time, they set a price. And that price is based on their earnings. It's based on their profitability. It's based on their net worth. It's based on a bunch of stuff that goes into the calculation of the price of the stock. But then once the stock is out on the open market, it's pretty much a free-for-all. It's pretty much what people are willing to pay for it and what people are willing to sell it. So the sellers and the buyers come together and kind of make a price. And that's how capitalism works. That's how our free market system works. And that's exactly the concept of how Goldback works on the open market. So right now, if you were to go buy a Goldback, you could buy it for anywhere from $3 to maybe $6, depending on where you bought it. And then if you were to go spend it, there's actually a website, and I'll share with that in a minute, and where you can actually determine how much a Goldback should be worth at a store where it's accepted. If you're a business owner and you want to accept Goldbacks in your store, click the link in the description below for business owners that I'm going to put there. I'm going to put business owners and then wait for you guys to do it. And then make sure that you put down that you heard about it from Paris at Financial Self-Reliance. They're going to ask you how you heard about it. So make sure you do that. The cool thing about the Goldback is that it comes, obviously I just showed you a 1 denomination. This one is a 5 denomination. And this one is a 10 denomination. And then this one is 25. And again, that's 25 1/1000ths of an ounce of gold. And then the highest denomination they have is 50. So it's 50 1/1000ths, or basically 1/20th of a troy ounce of gold. Now, I showed you the state of New Hampshire, and the artwork is gorgeous on these things. And we're going to get into it here a little bit in a minute. But here's the state of Utah. The state of Utah also has the same thing. The state of Nevada, let me show you that. State of Nevada here is the 3rd state that they have right now. And then last but not least, the state of Wyoming. And this is what they have here. So let me jump on their website for you here for just a second so that you can see kind of what we're talking about. So if you'll click a link in the description below, it'll take you to Alpine Gold Exchange. And the Alpine Gold Exchange is where you can go and you can take a look and see all about the Goldback as they have it there. This is their retail. Goldback.com is where you can go to get information on Goldbacks, but Alpine Gold Exchange is their retail store, so where you can go to actually buy them. If you go to, they have a couple locations, physical locations that if you can go find one, then you can actually buy them there. Otherwise, you'll need to buy them online. So basically, you come here where it says purchase, and then it will show you the different Goldbacks here. So this is Wyoming's 1 through 50. Look at the artwork on that. Those are absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I can, but it doesn't really, it kind of cuts off the 50 over here. But these are just the artwork on these is absolutely gorgeous. That's Wyoming. Then here's Utah. You can see the different artwork there is gorgeous. And then the Nevada artwork. And then, of course, the New Hampshire artwork. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. So here's a cool example. On if you go to alpinegold.com, you can see that you can buy a Goldback for $3.79. And then, of course, there might be a little bit of a premium on there if you buy with a credit card or whatnot. But basically, $3.79 for one Goldback. Now, if you buy them in bulk, it stays about the same price. However, if you go to goldback.com, you can see that one Goldback currently, if you were to go to a store, so you can buy it for $3.79 at Alpine Exchange, but if you were to go to the store, you could get up to $4.01 of value. So what happens is when you take this money or a Goldback down to the store and the vendor accepts the Goldbacks, you can say, look, they will bring up this website, which has a calculator, and the calculator will say that today the value of a Goldback is $4.01. So if you buy something for $10, you can give them 2 Goldbacks or 3 Goldbacks, and then they'll give you $2 back, or fiat currency back, probably in change, because there's no $2 Goldback to give you back in change. But you can give them 3 1/1000ths of the Goldbacks, and you can get back $2 in change. And that's exactly how it would work. It's great for gifts. I've given them out as tips for a lot of people. And so it's been really, I actually gave it to the guy who cuts my hair. I gave him the tip and Goldbacks, and he was super excited to get it. So let me give you a couple of updates on what Goldback is doing. Some exciting news. I actually had a chance to meet with the VP and the COO and a few others at the high levels there at Goldback just a couple weeks ago. And one of the cool things that they told me was that they're looking to get another printer. And what they do is these Goldbacks is they 3D print the gold onto this material. So the gold is actually 3D printed onto the material. They're going to get another printer. They just put a down payment on a second printer. Right now they're backlogged. They can't make enough Goldbacks for the demand. And that's part of the reason why the Goldback has such great value on the market, is because the demand for the Goldbacks is much higher. When they have a new printer, that demand may diminish a little bit, or it may increase because they're able to actually produce twice as many. But they're definitely, every time they produce, they're literally sold out very shortly after that. And so they had to get another printer so that they could actually start printing more, so that they could meet the demand. And that's going to be awesome. As soon as that printer is online and cranking, they're going to be able to meet the new demand, and we're going to start to see Goldbacks really soar. I think because one of the big problems right now is that it's not very well known. Not a lot of people know about it, but the more that they're out there in circulation, the more that we're going to see businesses start to accept it, more that we're going to see consumers start to use it. And hopefully we're going to start to get a few more states on board. The more states we get, the better. And so that brings me to my second update. So they're currently working on getting South Dakota, and that should be launched at the end of this year. We're going to see, they're not sure exactly what the date is, but they really want to get it out by the end of this year. The other one is Texas. I don't know if you know, but Texas just passed a bunch of new laws, and they're about gold and precious metals and other things like that. And so it was a perfect fit for Goldbacks. What they need in Texas, though, if you live in the state of Texas, make sure, and you're a business owner, make sure you click the link below for your business owners and get signed up to accept Goldbacks. I think one of the rules is they need to have several businesses. They need to have a couple hundred businesses that accept them as part of their application to be able to get this thing going. Also, Idaho is on the docket. So maybe next year or two, we can see Idaho come out. Oklahoma is on the list to come out. So if you live in Idaho, Texas, South Dakota, or Oklahoma, and you have a business, click the link in the description below and let them know that Paris sent you so that you can start accepting Goldbacks. If you want to start using Goldbacks, start spreading the word. All the different small businesses that you go to, tell them, hey, look, I'm going to start buying these Goldbacks because I want to start using them, and get these business owners excited to start accepting them. And the more we get the circulation going, the more the word that goes out, the more these things are going to have the more these things are going to take off. So I recently had an opportunity in a forum that I'm on Facebook to talk to some business owners about the importance of Goldbacks. One of the reasons why I believe the Goldbacks are important is because gold is God's money. It was the original money that was put on this earth for us to be able to use in transactions. It's the oldest form of money. And it's actually, in my opinion, true money, because gold in and of itself has value. It has intrinsic value in and of itself. This actually has value. This is worth something because it's gold printed on a piece of material that allows it to be transactional at a very small level. The dollars that you have, the fiat currency that we use, a dollar bill, $20 bill, whatever, that's not even worth the paper that it's on. And who says that it's worth $20? The Federal Reserve? Well, that's the part of the other problem, is that gold actually has value. It actually has intrinsic value, where fiat currency, it's just based on what we say it's based on, because that's what we're used to. The other thing that's really important about what I think about Goldbacks is that once crap hits the fan, or once we need a parallel economy, which we are already starting to see that we need, for those of us who are really looking to vote with our dollars and make sure that we're putting our money where our mouth is, or putting our money with companies that espouse the values that we want to have as Americans, then it's time for us to be able to support this kind of stuff and support this kind of currency, support this kind of money. And so I really believe in Goldbacks. I believe in precious metals. I hope that you find the value in understanding how Goldbacks can be an important part of your portfolio, and how you can start to use them in your everyday transactions when you go to buy things or purchase things at different stores throughout. Now, big box stores probably aren't going to have the opportunity for that, but small businesses is where we're going to really get an opportunity here to use this kind of currency. If you're interested in learning more about the parallel economy, or establishing a parallel economy where we can stay and stick to American made, American manufactured, and American products, click on another link in the description below, where I talk about how we can switch to American products and American made. It's so important for us to vote our values, and to be able to do that with our money is kind of a key thing to do. I hope you got a lot out of this video. I hope that you're excited about Goldbacks. Again, if you want to get some Goldbacks yourself, click the link in the description below, pick up some Goldbacks. It'll help support the channel as well. If you missed the last video I produced, you can find it right here. Go ahead and click and subscribe to the channel up here, and check out this video up here that YouTube thinks you might like. Until the next video, have a fantastic day.